As children, we learn to play hide and seek, but as adults, we hide too well and forget how to look. We come into this world vulnerable and without understanding, a blank canvas ready to be imprinted upon. Yet we all share fundamental needs that shape our decisions, choices, and lives. At the core is our need to be safe and to feel safe, which we fulfill through attachment, connection, and love. As infants, we rely on those around us to meet this need, teaching us not only that it is okay to seek safety, but also how to create it for ourselves as we grow. But alongside safety, we have another need, the need to be authentic, to express who we truly are, to feel safe in our emotions, and to know that showing up as ourselves is enough. Yet for many, this is where a conflict begins. Sometimes we learn that in order to feel safe and maintain attachment, we must suppress aspects of our authenticity. Take crying as an example. Crying is natural, a built-in mechanism to process emotions and self-soothe. But if, as children, we received messages that crying was bad or made us less safe, whether through direct words, reactions, or even misinterpretations, we may have learned to suppress it. Over time, this can turn into a broader lesson. It's not safe to feel. Similarly, many of us have internalized messages like, "Be good and do what I say." If we interpreted this as, "If I don't obey, I'm bad, unworthy, or unlovable," we may have learned to prioritize external expectations over our own needs. In doing so, we sacrifice parts of ourselves for the sake of belonging. As adults, we carry these early lessons as an invisible rulebook, guiding how we move through life, how we perceive ourselves, and how we interact with the world. Each person's rulebook is different, shaped by unique experiences, but the core themes are universal. How can I feel safe? How can I belong? How can I be accepted? But here's the truth. The rulebook written in childhood is often outdated. The ways we learn to stay safe that may no longer serve us now. It's time to rewrite our rulebook, to update it with a version that allows us to live not by who we were told to be, but by who we truly are. Authenticity is not about becoming someone new. It's about uncovering who you've always been. Michelangelo once said that when he sculpted, he wasn't creating something new. He was simply removing the excess to reveal the masterpiece that was already there. In the same way, our authentic self is not something to be found. It is something to be uncovered beneath the layers of conditioning and protection we've built over time. Emotions play a key role in this. They are not random. They serve a purpose. Fear heightens our senses to protect us. Guilt helps us repair relationships. Gratitude amplifies our appreciation for life. But sometimes emotions misfire. Anxiety, for example, can act like a smoke detector, going off at the slightest sign of danger, even when no real threat exists. This is why understanding our emotions, rather than being ruled by them, is essential to living authentically. Lisa Feldman Barrett, a neuroscientist, explains that emotions are predictions based on past experiences. They are not absolute truths, but rather interpretations of the world. This means we have the power to change the stories we tell ourselves and, in turn, change how we experience life. Many of us carry wounds from the past, judgments, shame, rejection, that have made us believe certain parts of us are unacceptable. But living authentically means allowing all parts of ourselves to exist without judgment. It means embracing the kaleidoscope of emotions and experiences that make us who we are. It means stepping away from outdated patterns of protection and moving toward our true nature. Internal family systems therapy describes the authentic self as possessing 8 core qualities: compassion, connection, calm, creativity, clarity, curiosity, confidence, and courage. These traits exist within all of us. We just need to clear away the layers that hide them. So the question is no longer, what do I need to do to be safe? But rather, what do I need to do to be whole? Everyone who knows you sees a version of you based on their own experiences, beliefs, and perspectives. But their version is not your truth. You are not responsible for being what others expect. You are responsible for being yourself. Your values are the language of your authenticity. They are the foundation upon which your true self is built. Living in alignment with your values is what allows you to step into a life that feels real, fulfilling, and free. We don't come into this world knowing how to meet our own needs, but we can learn. And when we do, we create the scaffolding for an authentic life, one where we are no longer hiding, but instead, fully seen. You don't need to search for yourself. You've been here all along. It's time to stop hiding and start looking. The journey to authenticity is not a destination, but a practice. A daily commitment to show up for yourself, to honor your truth, and to trust that who you are is more than enough. The more you step into your real self, the more life aligns with you. Your relationships deepen, your choices reflect your true desires, and a quiet sense of peace takes root within you. It's not about being perfect, it's about being real. So let this be your reminder. You are worthy of being seen just as you are. The world doesn't need a carefully crafted version of you. It needs the real you, the one who feels, who dreams, who dares to be vulnerable. And when you finally allow yourself to be fully seen, you'll realize you were never truly lost. You were just waiting to be found. Thank you for joining me in this episode, and if you found this episode helpful, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on future episodes. Until next time, go well, go in peace, be kind to yourself, and I will see you soon.